Daddy's canes. They are so beautiful, but I can't say why, but they have always scared me. Martha's clothes. To me, wearing them will be like having her with me. Mummy will also be happy to see them. Or I could wear my clothes in the other wardrobe. Everything I need is always in my bag. The key to my trinket box. Here is my diary. July 12th, 1944. This is a new diary. We moved here today and I forgot my old one back at home. July 16th, 1944. There's something creepy about the woods.
Right, all right, but let's go now. We have too much to do. We can't stay here all day talking.
Mummy is right, though. Martha always read everything. It's me who will now read the newspaper instead. They'll be out all day. The funeral preparations will take them a long time. Everything is more complex with the war. Over the next few days, I will see little to nothing of them. Brutal assassination in San Casciano. Julia Kay, a young woman from a respectable family, brutally murdered near her home. Carabinieri investigates. A possible political motive emerges. Martha was not killed by politics or war. She was killed by something much closer and much less clear. I will find out the truth. For Julia, to take more and more photos. Dad. There might be birds around the little wall in front of the house. I always put crumbs on it for them. Excellent. I've taken the picture, now it's straight to the darkroom in the cellar to print it. My bike. The wheel is deflated as usual. A bicycle pump will solve this.
Oggi Bonsi, on the day of Saint Alexis. The battle rages in the city tormented by Anglo-American bombing. Our Lady of Carmel, a company of the Falchium Regiment, counterattacked.
Here's the bicycle pump.
Forcing the French to retreat to Piazza del Mercato. The situation is currently under control.
We are so lucky. In these difficult times, pantries are empty and people are going hungry. But with a German general for a father, food is never scarce. These could be of use to me. Daddy set up his darkroom here. He doesn't take photos anymore because of his work, but photography is still his true passion. I'm allowed to use the darkroom when I want to. I can't develop the photo like this. I can't develop the photo like this. Not a bad photograph. It seems that the camera works perfectly. Now I can take a self-timed photo for Martha's frame. Camera is set up with the self-timer. It's always a thrill to develop a photo. You can't see anything at first, yet something invisible is captured on the black film, a kind of ghost. That invisible breath then returns to reveal the reality from which it was torn. There are those who say that photography steals the soul or captures it. That's why they used to photograph the dead. But nowadays, almost nobody does it anymore. Even if it's just a delusion, I want to photograph Martha. I want to have a small reflection of who she was with me. But I have to do it secretly or they'll think I'm crazy. Yes, this is me. No one was ever able to tell us apart. But I never had the slightest doubt, and nor did Martha. It's strange how what identifies us most deeply is not visible to anyone. Keys aren't hanging on the lock as usual, then they will be in Daddy's study. We live in fear now. My parents are not going to let me go to the lake anymore after Martha's death. So this is the right time. I need to know. The self-doubt I feel is equal. July 18th. Everything has changed. He loved us so much. We know all of them, so it's just impossible. Here's the camera flash. Now I can photograph Martha even in the dark. Done. It would be nice to have you always by my side, even if it's just a picture. A lens and a roll of infrared film. They can photograph what the naked eye cannot see. With this lens, I can shoot very close up. Orange filter. When there is fog, it improves the image by giving it some contrast. Blue filter. Ideal for indoor photos. A A tripod is necessary to take photos with long exposures. I have found what I need to take infrared photos. A photograph is both the present and the past, like a dead body. I don't know what I'm expecting. Maybe it's silly to think you can capture the soul of someone who has died. Her face can no longer tell me if what happened was my fault. I should have known that already. All I can do is head to the lake and get those rolls. What is this, a joke? Maybe someone wrote on the film? Also, what does that even mean? Light, like divine light? Something to do with religion, maybe? the dark, I can feel all the harm I've caused. It's getting closer with each step. I feel it brushing up against me like a cold wind. I hurt Martha. The closer I get to the lake, the more certain I am of this. How could it not be? I killed her to steal the love that everyone felt for her but didn't feel for me. How could I have done such a thing? What a beautiful place. German soldiers. Daddy ordered patrols to be carried out near the house, but how could they have lost a helmet? God only knows. A shred of fabric here in the woods. How strange. Let's take a photo. 2 cameras left. How could it have ended up here? It looks familiar. Wash up and do what needs to be done. If I'm sick, I have little time. The truth awaits me. It must be hidden within those rolls. .25 ISO film. When the sun is high in the sky, it's perfect. Dear Mother, this is hard, but I have something to tell you. I found out that Julia is pregnant. Go to the lake tomorrow morning at 7 and watch her as she bathes. You'll see that her tummy is growing. Martha. What? I'm not pregnant. Why is everything becoming even more confusing? I'm searching for an explanation, but instead I'm left with more questions. Here are my cards. Nanny and I always used to play with them. She would predict my future and I pretended to predict hers. The future was always good for everyone. Maybe when she read them, she saw my true future, which she hid from me. Or more likely, these cards are actually just a stupid game to reassure and deceive oneself with. But deceiving oneself is sometimes necessary. How can we live happily otherwise?
Following the dramatic news from the countryside, Archbishop Toccarelli will protest with the French in the city for the raping being committed by invading troops. New ordinance for the safety of citizens. From this moment on, it is forbidden for anyone to leave their homes and walk the streets of San Cassiano. New ordinance for the safety of citizens. From this no, madame. It is forbidden for anyone to leave their homes and walk the streets of San Francisco. All windows, including cellars, house entrances, and doorways, must remain closed and dead. The population are advised to stay in their cellars, or, where these do not exist, churches and
The end of a relationship.
the patrols of
It's
the
very
armed
clear,
forces have
but my
orders
plans
to
will be
shoot at
successful.
people who are on the
I only
streets
need to know what these plans
or
are.
found looking out of their windows.
The superior commander of the German Federal Armed Forces announces 1. Whoever is in possession of weapons or explosives not reported to the German headquarters will be shot. 2. Whoever harbors bandits and/or protects them and provides them with clothing and/or weapons will be shot. 3. Whoever is aware of the existence of any rebel groups or even lone rebels without reporting them will be shot. With this lens, everything gets bigger. This lens increases the framed area. It allows me to fit more into the image. Red filter for super high contrast photos. A crossroad, one path towards life and one towards death. More writing, how very strange. The path that leads to death, could that be the actual road that leads to the cemetery? If you pass over a bridge with little dignity, turn immediately, the stone is there. Okay, are these riddles pointing to something, like a treasure hunt? Let's try to solve it. It doesn't matter what their origin is or who wrote them in the first place. A bridge with little dignity. Is it referring to a small broken bridge somewhere? In the woods, perhaps? The water splashes into the water. Easy, the stream that enters the lake. No, it can't be that easy. What else could it mean? The last step between the bloodied flowers under the sign of obedience. The sign of obedience. If the light was the church, the sign of obedience could be the cross? There's my bag. Thank God. Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there. I have to see beyond appearances. There are those who betray me and speak ill of me, but someone will know how to give me the right advice. July 19th. I retrieved the cameras at the lake, but I had convinced myself that I was the one who had hurt Martha. So much so that when I had the rolls with me on the way home, I found myself in another horrible dream. I don't even remember going to sleep. As soon as I woke up, I developed the film. The photos confirmed to me that my memory of that night was correct. It was a great relief. I have decided to go back to the lake in an attempt to communicate with the White Lady. I know it's a crazy thought, but I can't get it out of my head. I need to know what happened to Martha, so I must pursue every possible avenue, even the path of insanity. Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly I can't run to you. Even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934. He knew he was in serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldiers ran off. Mummy found me, and if she's read it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die. She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one. Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag. There is no other explanation. When it's not too sunny outside, the 200 ISO film works well. Attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia Kay, today her twin sister is the victim of another attempted murder. The condition of the young girl, found by the German troops, is no cause for concern. The political motive behind this is becoming all the more clear. But that's not what happened. It's all wrong. Mummy was the one who found me. The German soldiers shot me. Best to stay quiet. No one ever believes the truth. I should pick up the phone but remain silent. If I let the caller speak first, I'll find out who it is.
Hello? Mum? Can you hear me?
Bye, Nanny. I love you.
Goodbye, my darling. I thought I'd lost you. Be careful, my little sparrow.
Now I know what must be done to meet the lady. Nanny has explained everything to me. I must try to meet her early in the morning when it is foggy, or all will have been in vain. That's what the legend says. This is what I need to do. 1. I must reinvoke her loss by putting her into contact with her lover. To do this, Nanny said to look for his grave in the woods, but there are so many. Daddy always said that infrared photos can see what the naked eye cannot. Maybe then they also see ghosts. There wouldn't be anything strange about that now, considering I'm trying to contact one after all. How crazy. 2. A part of me needs to enter her world. A lock of hair would work, so I'll need scissors to cut some off. 3. I will need an object that connects her world to mine. I don't know what to do for this yet. Hopefully something will come to mind when I least expect it. 4. To communicate with her, I will need to use my tarot cards. I will meet with the lady on the island where her lover was executed. But it's the White Lady. It's her. A ghost. I'm looking directly at her in a photo. This isn't a nightmare this time. It's real. I mustn't ask any questions as I'm not going to like the answers. This is her grave, and it's empty. Maybe I can find other traces of her past presence. She hid herself away in this house, right where we are. She wanted to escape her destiny. This was her house, I'm sure of it. Apparently for her, it was a place of suffering. She prayed while hiding in the woods, probably asking for forgiveness for sins she was so ashamed of. She couldn't go to her church and speak with her priest.
You've called this number. Damn, Lapo must be dead then. Rest in peace, fair comrade.
Yes, Lapo is dead. I am due.
No, don't talk. We don't need to know who you are. By calling this number, it means Lapo wanted you to complete his work. A telephone cable near the house of German General Erich K. has to be cut. One goes to the house, but there's another cable we suspect is connected to a secret base. That is the one that has to be cut. If you see any German vehicles around, let us know immediately. We won't use this number anymore. It's dangerous. Use a telegraph. That will be safer. I hope you know how to use them. Otherwise, you'll have to come up with something. This is important. Frequency X. Before the message, telegraph "Town on fire" to identify yourself. Long live the homeland. Long live the liberation.
Should I sabotage the cable and become a spy? I don't know. My father is German. It would be like betraying him even though he himself hates this war. But what happened to Lapo and those guys? If I can save someone's life, maybe I should try. Or maybe I can talk to Daddy about it. He may be able to advise me on what to do. Don't even know the first thing about all this. What were you thinking, Lapo? To cut the cable, I will need sharp scissors. Tailor scissors should be fine. A German tank! I have to report its location via the telegraph hidden near the cowshed. Daddy probably asked for a garrison after all that has happened. I should report its location via telegraph. This wire heads towards the house and then keeps going, so it must be the right one. Now all that remains is to go to the telegraph near the barns. The telegraph must be hidden in one of these feed bins. I have to start every message with the code word. I saw the tank on the road, and the road is near the house. I guess I have to communicate something like that. Damn it. I got the length of the sound wrong. I'll try this word again from the beginning. They are asking me to find a map of the defensive line. There is one in my father's study. That's it. Hopefully the image comes out clearly. The print should be fine like this. You can see detail clearly. There we go. The photo is where they requested. have placed the photo where requested, so I need to find the right words to communicate it. Oh, and of course, I need to remember the code word. They have worked out the position of the tank. I should confirm that I've understood their message with received. There's a weapons cache in the woods. In my woods. Okay, I will search for it. Let's respond received again. Okay, so after I've been there, I will place a flag on the telephone pole near the house. They will then know that I have accomplished the task. Easy peasy. little boat as Nanny's husband pride and joy. This old culvert used to be covered in bushes. Someone must have worked in it recently. I don't understand why Mother never wanted me and Martha to use it. Tunnel? Here? It wasn't there when I was younger, I'm sure of it. When was this place built? I didn't know it even existed. This place gives me the creeps. This must be a dormitory, but no one is here. Who knows why? I will hang this on top of the pole next to my house. That will confirm these tunnels are in the area. My mission will then be complete. The way out. Let's find out how to unlock this gate. I will pull the gate closed so nobody notices that someone was here, but it will remain unlocked. I have done everything they asked of me. That's the end of it. That's the end of it. I hope I made the right choice. Commune of San Casciano, Province of Florence. Death certificate. From the Register of Death Certificates of this commune, number 174, Part 3, Series 12 of the year 1944. It is certified that on the day of the 16th of July of the year 1944, Julia K. has died, resident of Via Perciabaya, born in La Romola. On the 26th of February 1923, the daughter of General Erich K. and Irene K. Don Attilio D. will give the funeral, and the esteemed Mr. Alberto M., who will look after the burial in the cemetery of La Romola. Telephone number 6537. The official state civil service. General Galeazzo T. General Edict K. New rules on curfew and women's behaviour. German command of S. Vincenzo Attori. Telephone number 1185. I'm going to make it. It will all change eventually. But luck will not be my ally and everything will be very difficult. I will hopefully be able to gauge which one is right with an infrared photo. What? A ghost? Isn't that what I was hoping to see? So why am I so surprised? Because ghosts shouldn't exist, that's why. But here it is, plain to see. The spirit is a prisoner residing over the grave that I've been searching for. Just like the White Lady, he is trapped in this world, but they can no longer join together. Evil has separated them. I'm starting to believe that the lady isn't just a legend, and that scares me a little. The yellow filter. If it were to snow, it would be perfect. The green filter. Useful for landscapes. I mustn't care about what people think. Or fear will prevent me from facing the music. It will be very difficult to recover from the mental collapse. Destiny is inevitable. The end waits for us. July 21st. Lapo is dead. They shot me in the back when I discovered his body. I thought I had hit rock bottom. These are soulless, empty days. After so many awful events, I finally managed to meet the White Lady, or so I believe. The line between reality and dreams is becoming less and less clear to me. I thought a lot about her words, but they didn't shed any light on my assumptions. They kept ringing in my mind. Maybe I will understand when the time comes. Now I know for certain that it was Mummy who killed Martha, when she thought that she was me. Only a week ago, all of this would have seemed impossible. I just need to find the proof, so she can pay for what she has done.
Almost 5 German divisions faced the troops of the 8th Army. Units of an Indian division crossed the River Pesa on a vast front, and they advanced 2 kilometers south of Monte Lungo. Meanwhile, the New Zealand units have reinforced their positions that run from San Mateo. Animals were stolen and killed.
Another telegram of condolence.
Yet another
Isn't it a bit late?
vandalism. But at the scene, an anti-German propaganda flyer was found.
The New Zealanders conquer Tavernelli. In the eastern sector of the battlefront, the troops of the 2nd New Zealand Division, British 8th Corps, conquer Tavernelli. The 6th South African Armoured Division advances on the heights near Greve, conquering the peaks of the Dimini and Fili Mountains. The 4th Division reaches San Giovanni. Dear Mrs. Irene K., following your call, we have received a telegram from Dr. D. Your request has been accepted. As soon as the police station issues authorization, we will send for the girl. While we wait, to avoid the girl taking any extreme actions, as per the fears you have expressed, we ask that you trust in the advice of her treating physician. I thank you for your generous and charitable donation to our institution. Director S., Volterra Psychiatric Hospital, telephone 0782. Now that she has discovered things, she wants to lock me up in an asylum. Or maybe even worse, she wants to kill me and have everyone believe it was suicide. She is preparing all the finer details.
Cabignari headquarters for the officers of San Casciano. How can I help?
Hi, I was hoping to hear whether there has been any development on the investigation into the murder of Julia Kay.
Wait a moment, please. Who's calling?
I am Irene Kay, Julia Kay's mother.
Mrs. Kay, forgive me. I didn't recognise your voice. Unfortunately, I don't have any real news. We are following up on some suspects. We assume we're with the boy who was killed in the woods outside your house. They seem to be planning something else. But your husband is probably the best person to ask about that.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, madam. Yes, hello. This is Donatilia.
Father, you must bring justice for Lapo. You know it wasn't really him who killed Martha.
Your father already knows this, believe me. But I can't do anything. These are dark times, my dear girl. Come to see me soon, and we will talk about it.
La Romola Doctor's Surgery. How may I help?
Hello, it's Julia Kay.
Please wait a moment. Doctor, it's that strange girl, Irene's daughter.
Hi, Julia.
Yes, it's me, Doctor. It's Julia. Excuse me for...
Don't worry, Julia. You needn't be ashamed. How are you? Any chest pain?
I'm okay, Doctor. The pain is almost gone. But Mother seems to be getting ill again. I mean, in the head, basically. I saw that she is taking that medicine again. Pervitin, I think.
Irene is very shaken by everything that's happening, but I don't think there is any need to worry. I saw her recently and she's doing well, all things considered. Pervitin was made illegal in Italy a few years ago now, so I wouldn't have prescribed it to her. But they say that it is still used in the army. Maybe they could give you some information at the German command. I must go now, Julia. I will come to see you soon.
I don't have the German command's number, but I'm sure it won't be hard to find amongst Father's things. Perhaps in his study? General Edict K. New rules on curfew and women's behaviour. German command of S. Vincenzo Attori. Telephone number 1185.
Command of San Vincenzo Attori, identify yourself.
It's Irene K., wife of General Edict K. I need some information concerning Pervitin.
Please wait a moment.
What is it, Mrs. K? Would you like us to send you more pervitin via your husband? I wouldn't know, madam. We give it to the soldiers, and they are very satisfied with it. The guys carry out night watches far more effectively. They also manage their hunger better and are far more active. We have, however, seen a few signs of anxiety and cardiac arrhythmia, but only a few. We think these are unrelated to the use of the drug, though.
Volterra Psychiatric Hospital. How may I help you?
Hello, we recently requested the admission of Julia Kay to the hospital. I just wanted to know whether it would be possible to cancel the request.
I'm sorry, but the request was issued by the municipality where you reside, madam. Any revocation of the request should be passed by them. Only they can decide whether to approve of the cancellation or not. Have you already received the telegram confirming that we have taken charge of the request?
No, I haven't received any telegram.
Then you must hurry. If you go to the town hall and discuss the issue with them, they can approve the cancellation. Thank you. Goodbye, madam. Hello, this is San Casciano Town Hall reception. With whom are you hoping to speak to?
I would like information regarding a request for admission to Volterra Hospital.
Please hold the line, madam.
Yes, hello?
I would like some information regarding the request for admission of Julia Kay, my daughter, to Volterra Hospital.
Yes, madam. The hospital confirmed recently that it will be sending its own staff to your house for the admission. The matter is no longer in our hands.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Who is it?
Hello, it's Julia Kay, Eric Kay's daughter.
Yeah? Yeah, and what do you want from me?
I'm sorry to disturb you. I just wanted to know if I can come over to see you later today or tomorrow.
Of course not. Do not come looking for me anymore. Stop bothering me, you bitch.
He must be going crazy. I don't believe for 1 second that Mummy would let him treat her this way. At least now I finally have the keys to my old room. But why was it locked in the first place?
Hello, Maria speaking. How may I help?
Hello, Maria. It's Anna L., a close friend of Irene K.
Oh, yes. Irene spoke about you. How can I help?
Irene is making a dress for me, so I wanted to know whether she bought that beautiful and vibrant red and black fabric. I assume so.
I am sorry, madam, but I cannot give you that kind of information. Irene is a loyal customer, you see.
I understand perfectly, Maria. I'm only asking as I wanted to order a few meters of it for myself, without Irene feeling that she needs to sacrifice hers for me.
I'm sorry, Miss Anna, but unfortunately, we do not have any more of that fabric. We got more on order for Irene. I'm sorry.
Don Attilio speaking. Who is it?
Father, help me. They're all dead. Daddy, Mummy, everyone.
Julia, come to me immediately. Don't stay alone. It's dangerous. Come to town. You can stay here with me and we can talk about everything. Okay?
Okay, Father, but first I want to play with my puppets for a while.
Julia, don't be silly. Come to church right away.